City Council Committee on Ordinances, Licenses, and Legal Affairs met in council chambers Thursday, December 18th, 2025 at 6 p.m. for the purpose of discussing the matters listed below. Notice this meeting was posted on December 11th, 2025 at 8:33 a.m. Councilors absent, Councilor Jerslow. We also have Beth Renard, the current city solicitor here with us here tonight. So we will start at, I guess we want to start at the top of the list here and work our way down? Okay. Let me just check and see if there's anybody on Zoom. I'm going to reclaim the host here. Just in the event that there's somebody who wants to have theirs taken up first. I don't see anybody in attendance right now, so we'll start at the top. So this is Daniel Megan.
So this is a claim. These folks at the condominium, the 6 units, got estimated their bills. In the last meeting, we had the water registrar here. And what happens is if there's a meter that's not registering, they estimate the bills based on the prior usage. And in this case, what happened was it was estimated for many months. I think it might have been 14 months. And lo and behold, they had a water leak the whole time. So if you have a leaky toilet, anything simple like that, the water just keeps going and going and going. So they have a bill of $10,250. They're alleging that the city was negligent in not notifying them in a more direct fashion rather than just putting an estimate notice on the bill. The water department believes that the notice that is provided on the bill that you're estimated should trigger you to call and get somebody to go out there. That didn't happen. So there are a number of these that we've had over the last year or two, and they're looking for an abatement. And I've been able to work with the water department on a couple of them to find some common ground. So I would suggest that you authorize me to try to work with these folks and the water department to work on an abatement. It's a $10,000 bill. This committee only has authority up to $2,000 to settle claims. So,
Councilor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair. I'd like to move that we authorize our city solicitor work with our engineering department to settle and abate if possible.
Second.
Any questions from the group? No. So Councilor Cohen moves to allow the city solicitor to settle via an abatement. Can we do that here in this council, in this committee meeting? I assume we can.
do it.
To order this, or to ask the city solicitor to settle via an abatement.
Yes.
Okay. Seconded by Councilor Barella. Any other discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? I see 4 hands, including my own. We'll move on.
Next one is number 225, and this is an appeal. A woman arrived at work late, parked a car at the top of Hancock in the morning, went into school, came out and found that her car was towed. She believes that there was inadequate signage. She is an educator in the school, and she was frustrated that she didn't think there was adequate posting of the cars.
Councilor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair. I think this is the 75th one of these that's come before us. I literally live like 4 houses from here. Every time there's street sweeping, I make sure that the signs are up, which they're usually up, I'm going to say 2 or 3 weeks in advance. There is no place for them to put signs on one side of the street, but they're very obvious on the other side. And, I've actually asked there to be some coordination with the schools, because they should notify people when there's something like this, but as we've done in the past, I move to deny.
So just, is there, just out of curiosity here, is there any standard that we follow, that you know about around posting signs as far as, she's saying here that there was not, that that the sign existed, she just didn't feel it was clear or visible enough. Is there any standard that we follow that you're aware of?
There's no written standard. The signs need to be visible. They're usually orange in color. They always have the date on them. But, we don't have a standard like you have to have it within so many feet. We don't have any written policy.
Okay.
If I could,
Yep.
virtually every tree and telephone pole on the street has a sign on it. So there may be a gap of like 1.5 addresses, but I mean, Hancock Street is typically full of cars. You park on the street, you're the only car there. You look around, there's like literally like, you can't look like 30 degrees without seeing a sign. And we've probably handled a whole bunch of these on Gardner and Hancock for people who are rushing to the salt and stuff.
Second.
Second by Councilor Varela. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? I see 4 hands, including my own. It is denied.
Claim number 92. This is a claim. Claimant alleged that there was white paint from striping that got spotted onto her vehicle. Maya denied this claim because they investigated it and found out that National Grid was doing the work, the construction in the roadway. And so I recommend that we deny this because the city was not the entity that was doing the painting, and that she got a letter back in September notifying her about the National Grid work being done, and was given a phone number to call if she had any questions.
Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair Hepworth. Motion to deny.
Councilor Varela moves to deny. Any other? No. Seconded by Councilor Cohen. Any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor? It is denied.
All right, we could claim number 173. This gentleman alleges that his rear porch was ripped off and damaged by a plow, City of Salem plow. An investigation was done by Maya, and they determined that they could not find if this was a city plow. They even went to look at the tracking of where the city plows had been in that, and they weren't in that area. So there's a letter attached to the claim, an email actually from Maya indicating such. I recommend that be denied.
Councilor Morsillo.
Thank you, Chair. Does that mean when you say it wasn't a city plow, does that also mean that it wasn't a contractor for the city?
So we have GPS on all our contractors. So Ray checked, according to Maya, Ray checked to see if any of our people were in that area, and they weren't.
Okay.
Because this was on 2/9/25. She was unsure, they were unsure of the time. But Ray, according to Maya, Ray did check the GPS.
Okay. Motion to deny.
Councilor Morsillo moves to deny.
Second.
Seconded by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
Claim 302, recommending that be discharged. Maya did pay.
Okay. Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair Hepworth. Motion to discharge.
Councilor Varela
Second.
moves to discharge. Seconded by Councilor Morsillo. All those in favor? See 4 hands, including my own.
Claim number 301. This is a claim that a city tree fell on top of her car. We had this investigated by Maya. They didn't find that the city had any notice that this tree was in a bad condition that would cause this type of damage. So with no notice of defect, recommended be denied.
Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair Hepworth. Motion to deny.
Councilor Varela moves to deny. Seconded by Councilor Cohen. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
Number 450 is a ticket and tow due to street sweeping on Palmer Street. They say they just moved to Salem that day, and they say there were no signs. This is not something that goes to Maya. I can't say whether or not back in July of 2025, how adequate the signage was. The claim is for $222.71.
Councilor Cohen.
Thank you, Chair. The Point gets street swept more often than everyone else. I believe it's at least once a month. And the signs are actually up all the time. And I think that's actually one of the places where, when we go to more permanent signs, they're going to be first because they can say, you know, the first Monday or whatever of the month. So I can't say for sure, but my view is that, you know, I drive Palmer to get to my house, and it took a year or two for the residents to get used to it, but I would say the signs are up there probably more than anywhere else because they do it so often.
Motions? Counselor Barella.
Motion to deny.
Moves to deny, second by Counselor Cohen. All those in favor? Four hands, include my own.
Claim number 483. This gentleman parked in a handicap spot with an expired placard. The placard expired in '21. He said he was waiting for the new one to be renewed,
You said 2021.
2021.
Counselor Morcello.
Motion to deny.
Counselor Morcello moves to deny.
Second.
By Counselor Cohen. All those in favor? I see four hands, including my own.
Claim number 508. This is tire damage. He was driving down Wilson towards Jefferson. He had to pull all the way over to allow a car to pass. They had the right of way, and he hit the curb and caused a damage to his tire. Maya investigated this and found that they're only liable, the city's only liable, if there was a defect in the road, and they found that there was no defect in the road.
So, yeah, the claim is just that there was that he hit the curb.
He hit the curb.
Yeah. Counselor Barella.
Thank you. Motion to deny.
Counselor Barella moves to deny, seconded by
Second.
Counselor Morcello. All those in favor? Four hands, including my own.
All right, the next one is claim number 505. This, I've gotten many calls on this one. So this person was parked in a handicap space because the person in front of them or behind them took over half of the handicap spot. So they're alleging that the person that was there before them parked improperly and that they were forced to park partially in the handicap spot. And they feel that they should not have to pay the ticket as a result of that.
Counselor
It's a
Morcello.
young gentleman with his grandmother's car.
Motion to deny.
Counselor Morcello moves to deny, seconded by Counselor Cohen. All those in favor? I see four hands, including my own.
His grandmother should have told him.
520.
Number 520, this is my car is registered to Hathorne Street, and I thought my parking permit had renewed, but it didn't. So I got a ticket and I was towed. After it happened, I went online and applied for a permit. Also, this is the first year that the city of Salem is doing this online permitting. I was expecting to get something in the mail.
Counselor Morcello.
Motion to deny.
Counselor Morcello moves to deny, seconded by Counselor Barella. All those in favor? I see four hands, including my own.
We have number 549. This one is my car was towed from the street in front of my apartment on 10-5s because I didn't have a resident sticker parking. I was unaware of the towing policy. There were no signs. I am disabled, so I didn't have a brain injury. She didn't understand. She said resides in,
Is this regular resident parking or October resident parking?
looks like it was October, so this was October 5th. This is 191 Federal.
Yeah, it's down by Boston Street.
Okay. So just to be, it seems like there's some hesitation right now. Can we have some discussion to see what the hesitation is here right now? Counselor Barella.
Thank you, through you to the city solicitor. Is there any more information on this?
No.
No. Motion to deny.
Councilor Varela moves to deny.
Second.
Second by, is that second or, so I see no second, Councilor Cohen.
Thanks, Chair. So, I mean, I have a decent amount, as, some other ward councilors have, of October parking, and it is kind of confusing. There was actually an issue where the city put out a notice that anyone who had resident parking for October the year before was automatically in, but there was a bunch of glitches, including my house. And even though, I promoted the idea of us, people checking on it, I mean, how many people look at our social media? So it seems like this person who's disabled tried to get a citation, got a citation. I'm actually inclined to pay this.
Councilor Morsell.
She won her appeal with traffic.
I don't know that she even appealed.
It says appealed and accepted on 10/22.
Let's see. Yep. So what the parking department did was anybody that came in after the fact and did what they needed to do, they waived the ticket.
What do you mean by did what they needed to do? Anyone that was successfully...
Got the permit.
They didn't do it on time.
Yeah.
They got a ticket and they were towed. So for whatever reason, the parking department waived the ticket portion.
Councilor Varela.
I think I withdraw my motion for now.
No, it had no second, so it doesn't need to be withdrawn. Councilor Morsell.
I'm curious, and maybe we could keep this in committee. I'm curious whether she had a permit last year and whether it was a glitch or whether she didn't get her permit last year and just was never tagged before. Because Councilor Cohen is right. Like, they were all automatically renewed because they're free. And so I'm not sure if she had the one before, why she wouldn't have been renewed. And maybe it is our fault.
Okay.
So motion to remain in committee?
Second.
So Councilor Varela moves, Councilor Morsell moves to remain in committee, seconded by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
I'm recommending that we pay number 544. This woman had a rental car, and she went online and did what she needed to do to register it, and she got a ticket by mistake. The hearing officer rescinded the ticket, and she's still left with the towing charge.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find where we're at here, Beth, and I wasn't keeping up. 544. What is the recommendation for paying it?
Why
What is the rationale?
The rationale is we made a mistake. The car was registered, and we
Got it. Okay. Any questions? Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair. Help with motion to pay this claim.
Second.
Councilor Varela moves to pay, seconded by Councilor Morsell. All those in favor? I see 4 hands, including my own.
The next one I'm recommending to be paid also, it's 547. The ticket is in the process of being, and it probably already has been, waived. This was another glitch in the system. They made attempts to register, thought they registered, and so the parking department is waiving that ticket. And so I'm recommending that this also be approved.
Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair. Help with motion to pay this claim.
Second.
Okay, seconded by Councilor Morsell. All those in favor? I see 4 hands, including my own.
The next one is 551. This was a ticket and tow from Briggs Street. They have photographs, which I don't have a copy of, but hopefully they're in your folder, where she says that there was evidence of no signage posted on the left side of Briggs Street. Her blue Chevy was parked at the curb. She didn't see any visible signs. They did have signs on the right-hand side of the street saying no parking this side. But she says, that there's no evidence of parking sign, no parking signs. She's asking that her funds be,
Do the signs say no parking this side? I think they just say no parking, don't they? I'm trying to like
she says,
zoom in on this.
yeah,
But I think that I don't see anything on here. I can if anyone wants to view it. I don't see anything on here that shows no parking this side. I don't recall the signs saying that. Yeah, which doesn't specify a side. Councilor Cohen.
Move to deny.
Second.
Councilor Cohen moves to deny, second by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
the next one is 592. And the claimant says, my car was wrongfully towed. I parked in front of a sign that said no parking special event. The date was the weekend prior. I assumed it was just left there by mistake, and I paid for it, the spot using the Passport app.
Can you say that one more time? Sorry.
So she parked in front of a sign that says no parking special event, and she's saying that the date on the sign was the week prior. This is on Front Street in October.
The sign says no parking, tow zone, special event, 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And the date says 10/18 to 10/19. What is the date that she received the ticket?
The 25th. So that was at the time when we were closing Front Street on the weekends. So they probably
Sign.
didn't change the date of the weekend every weekend.
So the city made a mistake by not changing the sign. Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair Happer. The motion that we pay this claim because of a mistake that was egregious. I mean, should have been correct.
Varela moves to pay.
Second.
By Councilor Morcillo. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
Number 597, this is a woman that lives on Peabody Street. She was in the process of getting her sticker online, but she was waiting for her daughter to come home from college to help her do it. She wasn't able to do it. So she's asking that her ticket in tow be paid back.
Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair Hapworth. Does this claimant have a history of having a actual parking permit with the city?
We'll have to check that one.
Can you say what was the question again?
If the claimant had a resident parking sticker prior to this and maybe just didn't renew it.
This is the same situation as the one here, this left the committee.
Councilor Cohen.
It does say the ticket was waived, so
Right, they waived the tickets for everybody that came in after the fact and signed up.
Yeah, I think we need to, same question for this, so move to remain in committee.
Leave in committee.
Second.
We can all picture, or at least I can, my parents doing something like this. Wait till Ty gets home and we'll do it. Okay, so the motion is to leave in committee from Councilor Morcillo, second by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? See 4 hands, including my own.
Number 596, this is a tow due to street sweeping, and they're alleging that the sign was not there the day before, and then the car was towed the next morning. So they're saying they did not get enough notice for the tow.
Received sufficient notice on street sweeping. The sign was not there yesterday afternoon, and my car was towed early in this morning.
Do we have any ordinance or anything about how soon, when signs have to go up for this sort of thing?
No.
We really need one, because this is not the first time I've heard this complaint. So Maya doesn't do that. So we just ask DPS when the signs went up, or what? How do we handle these claims?
Right, so what happens is, when the clerk gets this, she sends it to my office, and in this case, to Ray. I don't see Joanne, doesn't have any notes here, she hasn't been in, so I could hold this one and ask her
What was the date of this ticket?
It's November 18th.
Is this around the time that the alerts went down, or we had an issue with the code red? There was another one that came in who had reached out, number 599. What date was that? 11/26. I think her complaint was that the code red went down and the signs didn't go up in time.
This is not too long ago, so I could check with Ray to,
Leave it in committee. Councilor Varela.
You'd like to make a motion that's remain in committee?
Councilor Varela moves to remain in committee, seconded by Councilor Morsillo. All those in favor? I see 4 hands, include my own.
all right, I'm recommending that we pay this one. This is another one. Our permitted car was wrongly towed. A citation appeal was successful. We're now seeking reimbursement for the towing. This is another situation where there was an error.
Councilor Cohen.
Move to pay, Chair.
Councilor Cohen moves to pay, seconded by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? I see 4 hands, including my own.
Number 600, my car was towed wrongfully and I had to pay the tow. There was no signage, email, text, or call to notify me beforehand. There was no signage when I parked my car, but it was towed for street sweeping. I called the police and they said DPW puts the signs out. And I called DPW and the representative said they didn't do that. So they told me they don't do that, so that doesn't make any sense. I think I need to check this one with Ray as well. This was this was the same time period. Yeah.
Leave in committee.
Yeah.
Councilor Varela. Councilor Varela moves to leave in committee, seconded by Councilor Morsillo. All those in favor? I see 4 hands, include my own.
All right, the next one is, let's see, there's no number on this one.
599.
599, Abigail Mayette. She didn't get advance notice or phone notice. She was unaware that street sweeping was going to happen. She was out of town when the car was towed. The city needs to notify residents more than 48 hours in advance. So she was out of town. She would have made alternate plans if she had known there was going to be street sweeping.
Councilor Varela.
Thank you, Chair. I put the motion to deny.
This is the same situation as the others.
Sorry.
But except for one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, she's requesting that 48 hours notice. I don't think the voice things go out 48 hours in advance. I think they go out the night before. So.
In this one, I believe she did say that the code red was down at the time, and she didn't receive the voice notice the night before.
She left her car on the street for 4 days, she said.
I mean, if you want to keep it in committee and go through all of this, it
I think just
sounds like the same thing.
it's the same thing as the others. I think I just
They're all in the same
leave it in
neighborhood.
committee and let the committee chair from next year.
Motion to keep in committee.
Second.
Leave that one in committee.
All right, the next one is 595.
Sorry, we got to take a vote on that.
Oh, sorry.
All in favor? We got to see 4 hands, include my own. Okay, sorry. Continue, Beth.
The next one's 595. Yesterday, parked a car, Washington Square East. Go to the work at the PEM. There were no signs on the side of the common. She said she looked around. She attached a photo of the ticket, inserted some of the side of the street that I parked on. Let's see, so she includes some signs, pictures here. She's showing that there's no signs on the common fence. I'm not sure if they do put them on the fence or not.
The sign is across the street, though? Is that right?
Yeah.
Is this the sign? So it's the same situation where the assumption is that because it's across the street.
you want me to check with Ray on this one, too? Same day?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not saying this is the same thing as the others. I'm saying that it seems like the same situation as the one at the beginning where they were, yeah, I don't, but maybe I'm wrong on that, I don't know. Counselor Cohen.
Yeah, it's really hard to have a sign every like 10 feet. And I mean, even there, because when I've gone around the common, it seems like they try to put them wherever they can affix them. They're on
They don't s-
telephone poles, they're on,
And they don't specify a side on them, so I think that,
I mean, they street sweep both sides.
I'm gonna make a motion.
Motion to deny.
Counselor Cohen moves to deny.
Second.
Second by Counselor Varela. All those in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
This is another tow, ticket and tow. This one was later in November, and they are requesting that the tow be reimbursed. It's hard to read the claim. Looks like it was written in pencil. She hadn't received her parking permit. Let's see.
These photos of.
Yeah. Can you read that? I can't read it. Maybe your copy is more.
Requesting reimbursement for the total towing charge under the argument that I am now new resident of Salem, and I just really moved October 24th, 2025, and I can't read the rest.
What was the date of the ticket?
Sent to legal 12/2.
11/25.
I don't understand the argument. What's the argument that's being made here?
New resident.
Yeah, well, that's not. Counselor Varela.
Thank you, Chair. With motion to deny. Sorry.
Counselor Varela moves to deny. No second? Second by Counselor Cohen. Any other discussion on this? Seeing none. All those in favor? See 4 hands, including my own.
So the next ones on the list, recommend they be discharged. Do you want to list them, or do you want to do them individually?
You can just, if you want to list them out, you mean? Yeah, go
Yeah,
ahead.
492, 451, 507, and 509 were all paid by Maya.
Counselor Varela.
Thank you. Would like to motion to discharge 492, 451, 507, and 509.
Counselor Varela moves to discharge 492, 451, 507, and 509, seconded by Counselor Morcello.
Wait, no, I got a question.
Question by Counselor Morcello first.
Why are we discharging the bottom two, the last two?
Oh, I'm sorry. Those were highlighted wrong. Yep, I'm sorry. Yep, good catch. I'm sorry, so number 507, I don't have them with me either. Let's see.
We can do 492 and 451.
What are you seeing on 507 and 509?
They weren't, Maya didn't pay them,
No,
so they should.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
highlight was copied down too much.
I read that as Maya paid all the way down as well.
Yep, so did I.
Okay. Okay, so amended motion.
Another motion to discharge 492 and 451.
Okay, so
Second.
Counselor Varela moves to discharge 492 and 451, second by Counselor Morcello. All's in favor? 4 hands, including my own.
So I'm going to recommend that we keep, I don't have 507, it wasn't given to me by the clerk. So ask that remaining committee, as well as 509, unless you have it and want to look at it.
Thank you, Chair Hopworth. Like to motion that, and I'm sorry, just for clarity, 509, nobody has that as well?
I do have, what is?
You have 509? Whoa. Like to make a motion.
He has it,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
sure. All right. So there's a letter from Maya. They investigated the claim and found that the obligation to pay is, based on evidence, they found that the member is not responsible. It was a claim of a defect in a way. So She says she punctured a radiator on Highland Ave at the intersection of Boston and Essex, so that is city property. Coming from Lynn on Highland Avenue, just before turning onto Boston, the car fell in a pothole. I didn't check the car until the next morning and found the antifreeze on the ground. So Maya researched it, didn't find that the DPW had noticed the defect. Whenever they get a see-click fix or a call, they put it in the system. So when they get these claims from Maya, they go in and look at the address and see if they got a claim or a notice.
Councilor Barella.
Thank you. Motion to deny.
Councilor Barella moves to deny, second by Councilor Morcillo. All those in favor? See 4 hands, including my own.
The next one, Maya investigated it, and they notified the claimant that the city was not liable because DNR Contracting was the owner of the sign that caused the damage. She said she was parked in front of a car and backing up when I heard a crunch, got out of the car, saw someone put a massive construction sign, caution raised casting. So there was a sign in the road, she hit it, damaged her car, and Maya denied it because DNR Contracting, and they gave them the DNR Contracting contact information to file a claim with them.
She hit the sign?
She hit the sign. Yeah, she says, I got out of my car and saw that someone had put a massive construction sign saying caution raised cast, angled in the street. I went to the police station, filled out a report. Someone fixed the sign so it didn't happen again.
Motion to deny.
Second.
Is there a sign present? To deny by Councilor Morcillo, second by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? See 4 hands, including my own.
Okay. Last page, number 57. Oh, I'll put them back. I'll put them back. So this is one that Meyer investigated, and it was for a claim of a defect in a public way. And this one, it says, due to the condition of the premises near 107 Congress Street, this claimant seriously injured at 5:30. Injury caused a defect by the defect, sidewalk and curbing. Let's see what else they have to say. This desk does not work for me.
These sort of things are going to flat desk.
Yeah. So this was a defect in a sidewalk, and she fell and injured her leg. She's got pictures of the her knee being cut up pretty good, and she shows there's missing tar. It looks like they had just put in a new sidewalk and a curb. You have those pictures, and so they're alleging that because of that, and she has an attorney that filed the letter, and this is from Salem Legal Associates on Federal Street. They're basically saying the corner of Levitt, their client was seriously injured at 5:30 on November 19th. The injury was caused by a defective condition created by the construction of the sidewalk. So I don't know at this point in time, this is one that I'd like to hold, who was doing this work. We use DNR construction for a lot of our sidewalks, so I don't know if they should have put a...
There's a cone present. I don't know what the standard is. There's a
Right.
orange cone at it. And how does this work when this is a sort of, I guess, a to-be-determined amount? I assume this is going to exceed, this would exceed our ability to pay as a claim. Is that right?
It could. I'll look into this a little bit further because we have coverage with Maya that will provide a claimant who's had a bodily injury with up to $5,000 towards their medical expenses. So this might fall on that. But Maya's saying we're not liable because it's Tasco Construction, and actually referred them to Tasco.
So do you want to keep it in committee, or?
So would the
Is it
recommendation be to keep this in committee or to deny it?
I'd like to keep it in committee a little bit because it looks, it's a big swath of land, and maybe I can talk to,
Motion to keep this in committee.
Councilor Varela moves to leave this in committee, seconded by Councilor Morcillo. All those in favor? Four hands include my own.
let's,
Okay, two more.
number 346. While walking down Sutton Ave, she tripped and fell on an uneven pavement, caused multiple fractures and dislocations. So Maya says,
He's on the Willows.
yeah. So Maya said, claims for defects in the public road and ways fall under the jurisdiction of Chapter 84. Statute outlines circumstances where municipality would be responsible, and they didn't find that there was a defect that was in want of repair prior to the loss. So no notice of defect, essentially.
It's a raised chunk of concrete. Slightly raised. Councilor Varela.
Motion to deny.
Councilor Varela moves to deny.
Second.
Second by Councilor Morcillo. All those in favor? Four hands.
And the last one, 344, is a flat tire on Bridge Street due to a pothole. There's a letter from Meyer here. They investigated it with the DPW, and their investigation revealed that they did not find that they had a notice of the defect under Chapter 84.
Councilor Varela.
Motion to deny.
Councilor Varela moves to deny. Seconded by Councilor Morcillo. All those in favor? Four hands, including my own.
That's it.
Last claims meeting ever, Beth?
Yeah, probably, unless if they don't hire anybody, so soon enough. Could be.
Thank you.
Thank you all. So I will tell Maureen that we're keeping some of these. Do you give a report to her?
Yeah, I have the,
And I'll give her the ones that I took from you.
Motion to adjourn.
Councilor Morcillo moves to adjourn. Seconded by Councilor Varela. All those in favor? And we are adjourned.